Happy evening, Tuesday evening, November 18th, everyone. How are you?
Hey, everybody.
What's up?
I feel like I should have redone that intro video. I've been busy and haven't had time to redo it, but I guess I need to work on that.
Why? What was wrong with it?
Well, it said stock versus mod. There was some from our last live, you know.
We could continue that conversation all night if you'd like.
We're going to continue that a little bit later. How's everybody doing?
I mean, I'm pretty good. Like, we got Thanksgiving next weekend, right?
No. Nope.
No. Thanksgiving is next week.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Yes, it's next week.
Yes, it is. Today's the 18th. And Thanksgiving's the 27th. That's next week.
Oh,
Way to go, Bob.
sorry. Next week.
When's Mason's birthday, Bob?
October
Bobby's birthday?
20th.
I'm calling you out on live.
Oh man. Did anybody do any racing? Steve, did you race this weekend?
Cleanups, fall cleanups. That's it. That's all we've been doing.
Though.
I'm sick of seeing the leaves. I would like spring already, but that's okay.
I know. I stopped at the outdoor track today and took a peek at what was going on there.
Snow.
Snow.
I was going to say, didn't you guys get like 6 inches of snow up there last weekend or something?
Sunday night. Yeah.
Sunday night?
Yeah. It pretty much hasn't stopped snowing. It's just off and on, and it's
We got nothing here. We had like freezing rain, couple, squalls, if you will. A little bit of flurries, but nothing significant at all down here.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's terrible weather. Kenny, you guys, you went racing, huh?
Mason and I went down to the Turkey Gobbler down at Madness. It was pretty good. There was a pretty good turnout. Was there like 112 entries or something like that? It was
quite a few. Yeah. I think Ellen James.
Ellen and James came down.
Will Santiago went. I don't know if Will raced. I think he just went and watched, right? Yeah,
he came down on Saturday. He was giving us some samples to work with.
Oh, yeah. That's right. So Mason came home, and that truck right there, the white one. He that's his T7, and he did very well with it. But he came home and told me that everybody there was running mod motors in their stadium trucks, and he was running a stock motor.
Well, he was probably running 13.5, but is it an open class for a stadium truck?
Down there it is.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't do that bad. So
Which brings us back to last week with stock versus mod. Thank you, Bob.
No, so what I'm saying is he said that, on the straightaways, everybody would catch him, but he would be able to outdo him in the infield.
Funny.
Yeah, they didn't have much on him, even on the straightaway. He was wheeling and dealing.
So
if you can put a stock motor in the mod class and be in the A, your job is done.
Right.
You drove the wheels off it. You know, if he didn't do bad, put a 13.5 in it, see what he does. No,
it has a 13.5 in it.
Oh, so if people are running mod, okay, a little bit more. But, you know, I tell you what, it doesn't take much to get a couple tenths.
Yeah.
No, it's true. You really win the race in the turns, right? Like you can go blazing down the straightaway, and if you're not braking appropriately and taking the turn correctly, I mean, what's it matter how fast your car is down the straightaway? At that point, just go outside and bash it. You know what I mean? So, the line, you know, between because 13.5 is pretty fast. You know, so
that's what we ran in stadium out in Vegas a couple years ago, and the short course was a 13.5 as well, and they were plenty fast ripping. You know, but. That's good for Mason putting that thing up there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's killing it. He's doing really
good.
Yeah. So Madness has this tunnel at the end of their straightaway.
Man.
They have a Woody the Woodpecker Looney Tune tunnel at the end of the straightaway painted in the wall because so many people
crash. Okay, that makes sense.
Awesome.
I got a photo that I was sent to me of a couple cars parked there. Did anybody hit that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we had a little conversation about it. It was, you know, Mason's like, "Oh, look at that thing down there," and we just started talking. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Watch, so somebody's gonna drive through that thing," and we went out and practiced, and I don't know, 3 laps in, I put my car into it. And
he wasn't far behind you.
Yeah, then we went out the next practice, and he did the same thing, like 3 laps in. He's like, "I won't say a word about that thing for the rest of the weekend."
Hey, Steve, you listening?
I am. Yes. Oh, cheers.
So how's the track there, Kenny?
What did you say, bud?
I've never raced carpet there. I've raced them off-road, outdoor there, but I've never, ever raced carpet.
So their carpet is at the very end of their life right now. So we were running pretty much turf tires on the carpet. We ended up running mezzos and splinters.
Okay.
And some of the guys were running pin swags and Nessies and things like that.
Okay. Well, good to know.
Yeah, but, I mean, they're going to be changing the carpet for the next trophy race.
Oh, that's good.
From what they were saying.
I think the carpet's there already, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But it sounded like a good time, good turnout. You guys were back here by what, 9:30?
Yeah, it was close to 10.
Yeah, but it was snowing.
Before curfew.
Yeah.
Before curfew.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought for sure Mason be sleeping in the front seat of his car when he pulled up, but he wasn't.
No, he was nervous that he wouldn't be able to sleep after he fell asleep in the car. So
Yeah,
I was like, I don't blame you.
I scared Kenny. I told him, I said, "No, Mason's a good kid. Take him with you. Just careful. He pees the bed." Kenny's like,
you know, Mason does not pee the bed, right, Bob?
No, he does not. He does not. Oh man, yeah. We got a couple comments here. Chris Eldred, sup boys, working overnights, but I'm listening in. Chris, what's happening? Wicked Will Santiago, Bob, please open the stadium class. We'll see. I think nobody runs mod motors at our track in the stadium trucks, do they?
No, it's 13.5.
13.5, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, two-wheel mod, that's just different. But
yeah. I think I'm going to run mod this next race.
Let's see.
How well do you think the T7
I think it's going to go good.
will pass with a mod motor with those big tires and that skinny chassis in the front? You know what? Let's run it, Bob. You get some T7 chassis. Let's do this.
Run on T7 chassis. Warren Campbell, what's happening? trying to keep up here. What else? Steve wanted. Well, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask you. You want to talk about Steve? Go ahead. You up on the pre-session.
Patient.
All right. Let's talk about two-day races versus a 1-day race weekend. Where to start? Okay. I am a big fan of practice on Saturday. Maybe have like a seating in the evening for the people that were there for, a better qualifier spot on Sunday. But I feel that if we have a 2-day race event, that we go 2 heats on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, and then the mains, I think you're losing out on racers that are coming to the track going, I have 1 shot to make the show and not 3. Okay, I'd rather have 2 in 1 day and a main on a Sunday because if you calculate, fuel, people are coming from hours away. Okay, so $100 in fuel, whatever. Hotel, you're going to stay over there anyway. Okay, but the fact of the matter is if you're going up there to practice on Saturday, I see benefits of doing it how we did it this past weekend with getting out early, but I see it as more of like a punishment to racers that can't attend both days. Maybe something to think about in the new year. What are you guys' thoughts?
I definitely see it both ways. I mean, last year we did practice all day Saturday, and then Sunday we ran 2 quals and a main starting at 10. The issue was timing for most or the majority of the people are driving 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to get to us. But I see it both ways.
And I'm not trying to change. I'm trying to make it the best possible way. The best possible scenario. Right. I get people want to get out early. It was very great. It was amazing on Sunday. I'm sure everyone can agree to that. Bill, Kenny, Bob, you can agree. At 5 o'clock, you're home.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Spending dinner time with your family and just relaxing until bedtime. But my thing is if we do a Saturday Sunday event, I think you're going to get a good amount of racers. Like we had over 100 entries this past weekend.
Yep.
I feel that if we open it up for Saturday practice and a seating Saturday night as like hey, you've been here all day, let's get you there, like a reward instead of we're taking away 2. And I'm not making it sound like you guys are punishing because that's not at all what you're doing. Yeah. But in the sense of a racer's aspect, I would like to see it on a 1-day event with practice on 1 day because like Medensky and I used to go up, we would always leave way earlier than we said we would. But but we'd be like, let's go up and, Saturday afternoon, then we'll go out to dinner and then go to the hotel, crash, blah, 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 and that was cool. But now that we have to be there Saturday early, now we're up at 5 a.m. on Saturday, driving up to the track, waking you up. I saw you in shorts when you opened the door, Bob.
You were there before I opened the door.
That is right. Okay. But I still feel that a Sunday 1-day event, 2 qualifiers in a main is better than 2, 1 in a main.
So that also, like the way besides the benefit of the racers getting out, I mean, right now, is it snowing in Littleton? I know you got snow at home, Bob, but is it snowing in Littleton? I don't even know.
I don't know. Yeah, it has snowed in Littleton.
It has.
Yeah.
So, a lot of these racers are going through the notch, right, Steve?
I went through it, 2 or 3 times last year, crossing my fingers on the way home that we were going to make it. It was like the Twilight Zone a few times.
It's like, how many racers are actually going to show up if we start quals at, say, 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. so we can still get out on time, 2 quals and a main on Sunday. How many are going to show up at 8 a.m. versus if we do 1 qual on Sunday and we start at 10 or 11? That almost seems a little bit more reasonable to me I understand the one qual thing is the issue. There's definitely food for thought, right? Either way, but we'd have to start pretty early Saturday, right?
No.
It doesn't matter to me because I'm up there anyway.
Right,
So,
right.
8 a.m. Oh, that's even a struggle. Even though I just walk out of my camper, walk inside the building, that's still a struggle. But
That's what I was gonna say. Life sucks, huh, bud? Yeah, okay. No, but like I said, if people show, all right. So say if I can't make it Saturday, okay, and then I show up Sunday and I look at the track and I go, okay, I'm here at, of course, let's be realistic. I'm there at 7:00 and I'm on the track by 7:30 and I'm running a couple packs. I'm still not going to be confident in my driving in the track with the layout that people have gotten all day Saturday. So you're already at a disadvantage. So if you can make it on a Saturday afternoon instead of taking away the all weekend, and I say take away, you understand, but I'm saying nothing on, you have to show up on Saturday morning, 5 a.m. You're leaving your house to get to the track to practice as much as possible. I think I went through 4 sets of tires on Saturday alone.
And we thank you.
Yeah. Great. My tab was awesome, by the way, Bob.
really, 4 sets of tires?
I went through 4 sets on Saturday.
I barely went through 2, but I'm not nearly as fast as you are. So
it's not about.
My biggest thing was I had a hard time managing time, just trying to get a car that wasn't working well that I had to totally abandon because there wasn't enough time on Saturday. Where if we would have had a practice day versus that might have been different. And I'm like, and if I'm struggling for something like that, I can only imagine for somebody else that's really having a hard time with things. Even one car.
If I could bring this up, Kenny, with a conversation you and I had privately, was with track time and what Kenny's role was at the track, and if he was going to announce at the track and work on his car, wrench on his car, and race and announce. I was like, Kenny, you're stretching yourself super thin, and you're going to get smoked because you don't have the track time that people are running 20 battery packs on Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I looked right at Kenny. I was like, Ken, you're hurting yourself. He's helping the track, but he's hurting himself as a racer by not being able to put the time in like, Peralt could or Sousa could, or you know what I mean? Like, you can't run 20 packs on a Saturday if you're helping here and helping here and helping here. And that was my point that you and I were talking about. So it comes down to managing time in Saturday, Sunday. It goes back to, okay, Saturday practice. Now, Kenny, you have all day to work on your car. Then there's, hey, I was in the show because I practiced. I guess.
Yeah,
it's going to have their opinion. Anytime it's not always just work on my own things, it's everybody else's as well.
But in the same But in the same sense, we can't run the race on Sunday, 2 quals and a main, expect to get out at a decent time and give people time for practice. We're not going to open the doors at 4 a.m. I mean, Bob, do you want to?
Well, we closed them down at 2 a.m. on the practice Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, come on now.
I think we're going to be making some adjustments to that anyways. But, I mean, either, I don't know. It's like, are people okay with getting out of the track at 8 p.m.? Then you can practice, and we start our quals at 10.
Why are you saying this? I'll say that there's somebody that is not running the race program that was last year, and it ain't gonna happen like that.
Or do we?
I'm not throwing any names out there.
But then the other battle is like our last race. We had 101 entries, right? It was okay. It was a 2-day event. What if now we start going to Sundays? And I mean, we love entries. Say we get 130, 140 entries, right? Are we okay then announcing on Sunday that 1 qual, 1 main, we're out just because of time? That's people.
The quickest you're going to be able to get out of there. It took us about 2 hours and 2.5 hours this last time with 101. So let's say you had 130. So let's say it takes 3 hours to get through a bracket. So
The
that's
computer said it was an hour and a half program. If you were to go through and punch the numbers in the program, so if you were to like sit there and like
yeah.
once you get to the point, you get through it a few times, you know.
But
Well,
we still
that brings up
readjust the races and blah blah blah. So
Yeah, I don't think you could have run that program any quicker. I mean,
no,
Chris was
it was
pounding right
smooth.
through
It was run right. But then do we get into how many classes are offered, or if that's
yeah, the big thing with that is you don't want to discourage classes like, sportsmen and Traxxas and women's. Like that's what's drawing these racers in. And like women's is a small class, but how many wives or girlfriends or mistresses go to these tracks?
mistresses, huh, Bob?
And they sit there weekend after weekend watching us or kids or whoever race, and if it gets them involved, that's a good thing. Or bringing in the younger generation in the sportsman class. I mean, let's be honest.
That's where the money's at.
We want the kids to get involved. They're the future of the race. So I don't think getting rid of classes. I mean, we kind of combined the Traxxas. We did put women's with 21.5. They weren't impressed with that. It's tough, but let's figure you got 9 hours of racing. So I guess if you started at 9, what are you going to be out of there at 6, 7? 6?
I'd take that 2 quals in the main on a Sunday and getting out by 6 or 7, then missing out if I can't make it Saturday. I lose out on 2 qualifying shots.
How did you do that, Bob? That's pretty cool. Like what you just did with Warren? Because I was like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so I don't know. I
keep doing that every once in a while. I see it in my world.
Yeah, so I just figured, I don't know if it's a new feature, but it says, do you want to bring the comment to the table? So,
or is it AI that's listening to us and is like, ding, 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 Warren Campbell has a great idea.
Yeah, so Warren Campbell just put in there, what about racing on a Saturday, a full schedule instead of Sunday?
So, no practice?
Practice till 10 or 11, and racing is done at 7, 8, and I don't know. I mean, that's another option, I guess.
That'll keep everything on the kind of like a level playing field where there's no practice. Well, a couple hours.
I need practice.
And I get the whole Saturday thing.
I waited months for practice.
Yeah, Kenny's like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I'm getting a little hot here. I can tell you.
Well, you can practice on Sunday, I guess.
Yeah, no one has advantage. Yeah, maybe we'll put up a poll. What do you think about doing that?
Yeah.
I like that. What should the poll consist of, though? Should it consist of, open practice Saturday and seating on Saturday night?
Does Bill dance at the pole?
Those days are behind me.
Single day race is more ideal for people that can't always get away for a couple days, for sure. And I think that's what we're trying to figure out is, what do people want? I mean, we're never going to make 150 people happy, right?
Right. And you're going to have some people that say that doesn't work for me. I can't go that weekend.
Right.
But then you're going to have 10 Canadians come down and go, hey, one day, we can race on Sunday, practice on Saturday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's big for them.
I mean, the thing is with them is they can drive home on Saturday and not have to pay to stay.
Hotel fees.
Their money is no good right now.
So if you do practice on Saturday and seating on Saturday night, as a reward for the people that can get there, and do 2 quals in a main on Sunday and be out of there. The program was a pretty tight ship this last weekend. Okay. And I applaud that. Okay. we're in and out. I was like, wow, it's already over. Like I was packing up going, this doesn't feel right. You know, and being at home,
Yeah.
you know, at 5 o'clock at night, I'm like, hey babe, I'm home. She's like, really?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so what I would do, my poll vote would be for racing on Saturday. I mean, racing on Sunday, practice on Saturday. You know, that would be a poll. You know, because then, okay, say if you can pull, and I say Canadians with all the respect in the world, you pull 10 Canadians down and you lose out on 2, 3 people that can't make one day. You know, like you're gaining 8 guys over losing 2 or 3. You know, which is depending on the entry, how many entries we have. There could be 150, 160. Who knows? You know, if we just change it to one day. You know, we're going to lose people. We're going to gain people. I think we're going to gain people
By doing a one day.
Because that gives people 2 chances to get into the show. It gives them 2, not 1. Then you have people that are already qualified, and then they start where again, with respect, the lower mains, people that can't make it Saturday, like the Connecticut boys came up and mopped the floor with us, okay? And they showed up on Sunday morning, so it can be done. I'm not saying that, but the majority of it, I just feel it needs to be.
If we were to do Sunday racing, I don't think we need to do any sort of seeding or qualifying on Saturday.
Okay. Just open practice Saturday, have a nice relaxing Saturday, and just do it. Do it to it.
Keep it chill.
Yeah. No stress. No, I have to be there. If somebody has to work a second shift and can't make it until 8 o'clock at night, hey, we're still there. We all know that.
But you bring up like the poll. What question should we ask? How far are you traveling? Like, is it going to be open on Facebook, a poll that everyone can see the answers, or is it just
Why don't we do a Facebook poll on the DPRC site, okay, or your Facebook, and say 1 day or 2 day event, okay, or do 2 polls. Have a couple questions going. What would you like to see? What would bring you to the track? Leave it to the guy. Open the comments up so if people that can't see this podcast right now, can still go on there and be like, okay, 2 day event or 1 day event. Okay, I like the 1 day event because I have to bring my wife shopping or have to apple picking with the family, whatever. Like it opens your Saturday to either be at the track or not, and not be punished for not being able to go.
And I think Charlie has a good point too. It doesn't have to be clear across the board. Maybe we do a couple 1 day and a couple 2 days. Trophy race is a 2 day club race. I keep forgetting I can do this.
I hooked it up with my phone here so I could actually see the comments too.
Yeah. Kevin said trophy race 2 day, club race 1 day.
I think club race is like a midweek. You're not going to get the amount of racers. You're not going to get the traveling people. I agree. I understand what he's saying, but a club race is like a practice day to me, for a bigger event.
Yeah.
Where if I'm traveling, like I travel an hour and a half to get to you, eat one way. So if I'm traveling that I would still do that in a club race.
Yeah.
But I think a club race is more like on a Wednesday night or Friday, or you know what I mean? Like,
I'm writing all of it down.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a club race. We have our point series, which there's 3 of them this year, but that's not starting until next year. And then our trophy races. So I also like Kevin's idea. Trophy races 2 days. That's what we ended up doing at the dirt track. What did Norm say? The 2 days races at a 250, and I don't.
It was Canadian. He meant what that really says is he likes a 2 day race, and it is actually $125 American, and he likes to see Bill. That's what that all means. It's Canadian. It's French.
Okay. I didn't realize that. You got to teach me. That's amazing. Is that what happens?
No, I think what he meant to say is a 2-day race cost them $250 with hotel, fuel, their conversion.
Oh yeah.
And I think the and symbol was supposed to be the money symbol.
No, and bill, like his tab in the hobby shop, like
and
mine.
Bill. Yeah.
That's how I took it. Can you dong that again?
Yep, sure can.
Thank you.
Oop, wrong one.
That was good.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Well, definitely food for thought, right? We got to figure out what seems to work. But I mean, what I'm afraid of is Sunday, we're going to do 2 quals in a main, and we have 150 entries. What are we going to do, Bob? Kenny.
Run it quick.
If we get that many entries, I run one class, and we know it's got to be done.
Well, running one class, but I mean, we want people to run their classes. The way I look at it, the more entries there are, the more classes I can run as a driver. There's more gap.
Well, I think like the last race of that round, right? It takes how long, Bob, to reshuffle? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a click of a button?
No, it's not a click of a button.
Well, I just gave an option.
In theory, it is, but the problem you end up running into is back-to-backs, and then the last round you have bumps.
So call it 10 minutes.
So it would take 10 minutes to resort.
So 15 minutes after the last race is run, okay, the next round starts. If we have 20 heats, you know where you're going to be.
Madness was 10 minutes. It was the time time to start and go.
Madness is a well-oiled machine that's been around for years and years and has it down. Like, if we do 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah, reshuffle shouldn't be a pain in the ass. Reshuffle should be the same order again. It shouldn't be reorganized. That's one thing that should never be done during a race.
It has to be because
it doesn't.
Yeah.
A reshuffle after each round is good. It's good.
No,
I want a reshuffle.
Reshuffle, but on a reorganization and drop classes in the middle of each other. You got to do that in the beginning.
I get it.
Go to other cracks, and they never do that.
Like a reshuffle, meaning like Kenny, Hansen, you guys are in my race at 17.5. You guys are well above my level. I'll end up in the B sort. You guys will now be in the A sort. So I won't be in the second qual with you guys, right? That's what that.
So we would be in race 6 and you would be in race 5. You know what I mean? If that's you know what I mean, like per se.
You can't do that in the mains because if Bill gets the bump, he's not going to be able to come off.
Yeah, and I'm not saying the mains. I'm not saying the mains. I'm saying during qualifying.
I'm saying during qualifying, starting 15 minutes.
That doesn't happen.
15 minutes after the last race is run, okay, run it 15 minutes. They start right then there, and then you're already into round 2. You know, so if you know you did had a poor round, you better have a battery charged. You know, like all of us have more than one battery.
No,
you know, we can cool the motors down with air.
But Steve, there's more than that, right? Like. I remember being on the driver's stand. Oh, your transponder is not checking. Guess what? What do we do? You paid your entry fee, right? What do we do? Oh, you're out because we got to make sure we're flowing here. We don't care that your transponder is not working. See ya. You should have been prepared.
1 minute rule.
That 1 minute turns out to be 10 minutes. Right?
Because we all have hearts.
If it has to leave the track, then that's where it's trackside repair only. If it has to be repaired, it's on the track only. And
but who has a 2 millimeter wrench with them to?
I think if a driver has to leave the driver's stand to fix their car, you're out. You're not running that qual. We got to go faster if we want to do 2 quals in a main.
I think we just need to tighten it up a little bit. And I think we would be able to run 2 quals in the main on a Sunday and do just fine and get out at 6. You know, if there's 120 entries, okay, that's 19 more. I think it was 101 this last weekend. whatever. It doesn't really matter. But what I'm saying is, if you get 19 more entries, that's better for the hobby shop. That's better for the track. That's better for everybody. When it boils down to it, we do have to cater to the rookies and the beginners and all that, because that's where, again, like Bob said, is the future of RC. I understand that totally, but to run the smooth program, they know going into it after one weekend what the races are like and how the races are run. I have to be there 2 minutes prior to, people are on deck, your car should be in tech, race 2 is on the track, 3 is in tech, 4 is on deck, let's go, and
hey, that was
I tell you.
That was a rhyme.
I missed the rhyme. I missed the poem, Bob.
2's on deck, 3's in tech.
So, hey, I do have to add a little side note here, right, Steve? So, Bob is not just about entries in hobby shop. I remember last year when the weather was bad, he used to call me and a bunch of his friends that he's made, guys, I'm sorry we got out so late. Are you guys home safe? Because we had to drive through the snow. Bob literally cares about us getting home safer in these colder weather because he appreciates us going out there. And that's more important to him than making an extra $200 because that's.
I was not implying that.
Right,
Bob was trying to get more, but
sure that people have that understanding. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, just in general, people. I mean, I don't want to drive through a foot of snow. It took me 3 hours to get home one time.
Warren had a good comment there when he pulled that up. People getting ready for the world races and stuff too. There'll be no leniencies there either.
So if there's not going to be any leniencies there, then let's get ready for that. Let's practice for that. Let's get on the same page for that.
Warren said, yes.
Let's get the fastest program possible. If we're out of there by 7:00 and I'm home before 9, I'm fine with that. I get other people don't want to show up, because they have to tear down the track, and I totally respect that. What I'm saying is, if we can make it a one-day event and make it so it's functioning properly, I think we would have more people there on a one day with a practice.
All right, we need a poll, Bob. Let's just do it.
We're going to do it. I already got it written down. I don't know why we're still talking about
nice. We're nice.
But I like Charlie's idea too. Maybe break up a few of them,
Well, I mean, the roll race is going to be a longer one anyways, so that gives us a chance to.
Yeah, the Roar race is a 3-day race. That's a practice, qualifiers,
and then 2 days. Yeah.
Mains. Yeah.
No, Warren's previous comment: 4-minute quals. I could run my NiCads, my nickel metal hydrides.
Some C-cell days. Who's on channel 74? Who's got clip 74? Only the old people know about that.
You got a crystal I can borrow?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I remember when the Spectrum came out and you didn't have to have crystals and you just had to bind it and everyone was like,
and then that thing went bad.
Milaps, the little tiny transponder, we used to hang a weight off of our body with a body clip.
Oh, right? Yeah, the bigger one. Yeah.
Yeah, the track transponders there.
Back then, we didn't think about the weight, really, right?
Back then, we would mount those really low to the chassis for that center of gravity, my guy.
Oh, you could have.
I'm out.
Okay.
If my wife is watching, I would love a beverage, please, and thank you. You're the best.
Yeah, I got a.
Do you want me to scream like, "Hey, Ma, the meatloaf"?
The meatloaf.
That's pretty ballsy, Steve.
Oh, do you not think I'll do that?
I want to see her show up with a drink right now. That's what I want to see.
Hold on.
Oh no! From the video.
Hey, babe. Could you please be so kind?
Oh, now it's a little bit different.
Yeah. He was all get the meatloaf.
Brother.
He was all get the meatloaf. Now he's like,
brothers.
Okay, please, honey.
Yeah, I love you so.
Oh my gosh.
Unknown.
Oh, hold please.
Yeah. Hold. Hello.
Hey, thank you so much. All right.
um, funny story. We're sitting the other night in the living room watching TV. And I'm like, man, it's getting cold in here. So Militia grabs a blanket because she's cold, and I'm sitting on my arms because they're cold. And it just kept getting colder and colder and colder. And I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be freezing tonight. So this goes on for like 2 hours. I get up to go to the bathroom and I walk out in the living room. The front door to the house, wide open. The dog is gone. I'm like, oh my gosh. So she's got an air tag on her. So we looked, she was way up the road. So, moral of the story: check your front doors. I'm paranoid about it now. I constantly lock it.
Was she at a warmer house, Bob?
No, she came back, but
Okay.
Militia and Mason were freaking out and blaming me. But
Of course.
Oh, your fault.
the dog's gone. Oh man!
Oh no!
So when is the next race day?
December
6th and wait, hold on. 6th and 7th, Holiday Bash.
I will be jolly. Okay, as long as it's not snowing, I'll be there with bells on.
We got to come in costume though. Somebody's got to be Santa.
I mean,
This is
Andrew got the beard going.
Thank you, honey. Oh no, I'm sorry, babe, not you. All right. Has anybody got any other things we want to? Militia says the program ran fairly well last weekend. People were lining up and ready to get on the driver's stand. They really were. Honestly, that was the smoothest I've ever seen that program go. For the race, marshals are mostly ready, with the exception of a few races. Remind people during the drivers' meeting to line up for their race, and marshals, please get on the track as soon as the race is over.
I even corner marshaled, FYI. I did.
I corner marshaled.
You did? Yeah, even Kenny marshaled.
I had to bring it to Bill's attention that I was actually out there corner marshaling as a veteran racer show. I really want to give you the bird right now, but I'm not.
You can.
Okay.
now I got to get a blur screen to put over them.
Hold on. Is that better?
Then after that, the only other race we have after that is the point series, and then
from the first point series. Was that the 10th and 11th of January?
10th and 11th, and then the Roar Regionals is
2 weeks
the
after.
23rd.
Yep.
I hope to God it doesn't snow because then I will be able to make it. I am like, I can't commit to any event. You know, that's why I didn't go out to Cleveland this year either.
What do we want? Yeah, because you got a lot of big contracts this year.
Yeah, a lot of things to pay for too.
Your hobby bill.
That's nothing. It's like my fuel bill. You know?
What is it? Anybody want to see any features for maybe the Roar race? Should we bring the wall ride back for the Roar race?
Wall ride or berm, similar to Beachline. Did you guys watch the Beachline race?
That was
like
good. Beautiful track.
Let's do something like that. Where in one of the comments that really like stood out to me with someone was saying that 70 or 75% of the course was like an on-road course for like an on-road car could do it, but there was like 3 considerable jumps. You follow?
Yep.
Whatever you're doing with that screen is making me dizzy. So
I don't think it's green, Steve. I think it might be a drink.
This is only my 3rd one. Relax.
Oh,
You know, geez.
okay.
Or 4th, whatever. Who's counting?
No, Beachline has a outstanding track. I went there last year and got a tour of it, and they just do a fantastic job. But their track's down all the time. and they've built their jumps. Everything's modular. They're in 2-foot sections. So if you look at that track, you can see everything's in a 2-foot section. So one guy can manhandle it over, or girl. I don't know why that's still up there.
Well, I think more landers for like the short course. You know what I mean? Like have something that the mods can only go over. Yes, I agree with that. And have a longer landing. Okay, where a short course can you have a jump 8 feet away, right, with a super long landing, and then into another one where you're gonna launch. You can launch and clear the whole thing, or you can do the double single. That's what I'm thinking. The flow. I cannot stand those corner jumps, Kenny. The corner cluster, bleep. That one. Yes. All right. So the corner BS, like right next to the driver's stand. Like I said, I hit John Staples. I thought when I was trying to take Bob out in the last race of 40 mod.
But who was in front of you at the finish line?
Oh, because you were 2 laps down, Bob.
That doesn't matter.
Don't embarrass yourself, Bob.
Matter,
come on. Steve. You could have just said it was a great battle.
It was a good battle. That was good.
Okay, we'll go with that. Bob's really fast, guys. But no, like the corners there, I would get rid of that. As a flowing situation. Like the more flowy, the better. Like what Beachline did this past weekend. That track, I'm like, man. Like I keep saying Medensky, but Medensky and I were texting back and forth. He turned 50. Happy birthday, Joe.
No way. He's 50.
Today's his birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday.
No, we're not singing. Mine's
in 2 days.
Well, happy birthday. But Medensky and I were talking about it. He's like, man, look at that track. It's so fast. It's, we need to go. And I'm all about it. But if we can have that in Littleton, New Hampshire, let's go. That's like a lot less travel for me.
Yeah, but do you know how much work that track is to build?
I'll come up if it's not snowing.
It took all day. Well, it was the first race, but it took all day to set that track up just because we were knocking the dust off and one of the jumps was broken. And people don't realize how long it takes to set that track up and take it down. Like even taking it down, I mean, we had a lot of help this last time. We had 10 people. It took an hour, but usually it takes 2 to 3 hours to take that all down. Yeah. So it's a lot of work. But Beachline, beautiful track, and hopefully someday soon we'll have a facility that we can do something like that in.
Do you want to talk about how fast Matt Sousa is this week too? Because I still can't get over it.
Kids on rails,
dude. It's stupid. I watched the race, like I watched the whole, like I reviewed him. I'm like, man, that kid's consistency is just dumb.
Yeah, it really is.
Dumb.
Yeah, I think the last layout, Chris, at the end of the season, that was my favorite by far too.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Yeah.
Had the berm there instead of like the box thing. It was like the berm coming in the front there. That was pretty fun.
And we do need more features, and maybe we can start building some. I know we've been undergoing a hobby shop reorganization, and I think it's near done, but Jamie's been heading that up. He's been doing a great job of that. I should post some pictures of the new layout he's got in the hobby shop.
It looks great. It really does. I was blown away by how much he's done when I went in there the other day.
Yeah. He reorganized all the associated stuff by part number.
Oh, very nice. That's
so you got your part number. You just go to the wall and find your part number. It's all he spent a lot of time on it. So
that's awesome.
Chris, I keep forgetting. Wish I could do some woodwork, but I'm just a dumb dirt guy. Yeah, maybe we can start building some features. I mean, Anders obviously used to build all our features, and
some nice little rollers and stuff like that would be nice. Like something that's not, something with flow. So you just come out a corner, a little roller over, and then go.
I'm all about a flowy track.
So
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking. Like, let's just do a smooth, flowy track, right? Good landings. I think we have enough features to do all that. I think what Steve was talking about, that corner that he's talking about on the, it made me think. Once we removed the pole, it was a little bit flowy, but it's not about dry.
The pole was no flow.
It was about like a Hail Mary. Like, am I going to land this right? And then you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also in the defense of that corner jump, there was a pole there Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. We removed the pole.
It got removed.
Okay.
I saw it break, so I know it wasn't like purposely taken down, but that made the track faster.
Smoother. We shouldn't just, necessarily say faster. There were still people that were trying to go, hit the brake, land on the top, turn it, and go down, which is fine. That's what they were used to. But there was risk in cutting that corner.
Yeah.
I think Saturday was a better day for me because I had to line up to hit that jump with the pole there. Okay. So you were lining up and then, you couldn't cut the corner a little bit and then hit the top, and that's still fast. But if the pole was there Saturday, it should have been there Sunday. Just to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trials and tribulations, Steve. Exactly.
And that's what I kept saying it. Did I not? I was like, trials and tribulations. Trials and tribulations. Shut up, Kenny. All right, look at you over there.
Oh, man.
All right.
I feel like a couple polls at the end of this are going to determine, like, where the don't change anything for this week. This coming race. We're talking like what we talked about, Bill.
Coming the new year, yeah.
In the new year, new year, new you. 30 days of BS. I see what I just did.
Good. I love it. Thank you.
Woo! All right. So yeah, put a bell on the pole. Yeah. Well, that would have been digging a lot on Saturday.
All right, I'll put the poll up and see what we get.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Hey, so Kenny, how old are you going to be?
I'm going to be 49.
Ooh, almost next year,
Yep.
huh?
Yep, next year.
Joe can give you all the details on how to sign up for AARP because he's going through it now.
So today I said to him, I was like, happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. Well, now we get to use the senior citizens discount at the motel over there in with Eastgate, I was like, I got my boys 50. Well, you could pass for whatever we needed to, but get that senior citizens discount, buddy.
Two.
You didn't hear the news? Bob bought that 2 weeks ago, and the entry fees include a room there for free.
Right.
Oh,
you had to use the promo code.
Bob, if I had your money, I would burn mine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Let's show some photos of some new equipment you bought.
No, we don't need to do that. Your Facebook profile says it all, Mr. Pilot. Okay, so I don't have one of them yet.
Shots fired.
Bang, bang.
I gotta get it.
Oh, hit the dong. So we can drink.
The dong.
All right. So we're going to do a poll. We're going to go live next Tuesday. Next race is December 6th and 7th. We're going to keep it a 2-day event, right, Bob? That one.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we're going to reevaluate based on this poll for next year.
Yep.
All right, I think that's a good recap.
So is it cool if I say see you next Tuesday and not get in trouble? I think that's a good deal.
We don't race on Tuesday, so you're not going to see me on Tuesday.
I will see you next Tuesday, Bill, if we're doing a podcast, brother.
Oh, yeah, of course. Then yes.
Oh, my gosh. All right, guys. Have a good weekend or good week. And is there any racing this weekend? I don't think there is. Maximus doing there.
It's quiet.
It's quiet.
They're getting ready to move.
Yeah.
It looks like that's actually going to happen. Like there was some things that came up before their move. So that looks like they got it squared up.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, good for
Well,
them.
everybody enjoy their week, and sounds like you got a weekend off.
Anyone that wants to grab a leaf blower and come blow leaves in the Concord, Manchester, Hooksett, New Hampshire area, please feel free to apply to me.
Oh, wonderful.
And how many positions do you have available, Steve?
As many, if whoever wants to come and help, I am more than happy to give anybody hours.
Are you getting in like B7 parts or B7s?
Good talk, Bill. All right, good talk. You are in Manchester. I know this. Okay, so you are local, my man. You know, Pembroke is like 25 minutes from there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys next Tuesday. And yeah, have a great week.
Be safe, everyone.